How do folks? Welcome back, here we are again. Right then, today's video is something a little bit different. Basically, it's not the kind of video as in tries at home kind of video. It's more about this is what I do kind of video. And there's a reason for that. Yous that know me know that I'm big into my martial arts, etc. And I'm always going on about how important it is for a good strong core. So what I'm going to do today is show the kind of things that I do to give me a strong core. Because people are always asking me, what do I do? So, like I say, this isn't necessarily the kind of video that says try this at home, because I understand that most people haven't got a cable machine, most people haven't got anti-gravity boots, and a pull-up bar at home. I will do other videos concerning, like, try this at home, considering training your core, but today I'm just going to give you a little insight to the kind of workouts that I have to train my core. Now, the first thing I do, obviously, is cable crunches. And I always start off with this because basically it's my favourite exercise, and I always like to pre-exhaust my abs or my core when I do this. So I always go for high reps on my first one. After this, I'll get down to gravity boots on, and I'm going to pull up bar, and I always do 20, I always do 10 sit-ups, and then 10 crunches, and then I'll go into the ball, then I'll come back on this for my obliques, and then I'll go into the other room and knees to elbows. But I talk through them as I go through them. Now, there's a reason I put the towels on the floor. The reason for these towels is to basically just make it comfortable for myself. Otherwise, I'm kneeling straight on the floor. Bear with me a sec. Otherwise, I'm kneeling straight on the floor and I'm crushing my feet. So I just do this for a bit of comfort, that's all. We all like a little bit of comfort, you know what I mean? And then I just do 100 reps of these just to warm my core up. And I don't just go knees to elbows. I breathe all my air out and I go right down. And I do 100 of these. There we go. Right, that's under there. Nice and warm now, ready to actually attack them. Then I'm going to jump up there with my anti-gravity boots, but first I'm going to put the camera over there so you can see them better. Look at them. Alright, 10 sit-ups. And then I'll just do 10 crunches. Now I'm normally hang here for a bit now, but today I'm going to get up. Then over there, dig up my ball. Right then, now we're on the ball. Now I know I like to put a towel on the ball, but it saves me back getting cold on it. I don't like that. Now as you may notice, I sit quite close to the edge. The reason for that is because I like to go right back and I like to touch the back of the ball with my head. to try and get a bigger stretch that's going. As I sit up, I breathe all my air out to crunch everything down tight. And I only do 20 of these. So here we go. And 20 of them. And now I go back in there for my obliques. Right then, in here for my obliques again. Now just normally like to stand here. Stand here. Tuck my elbow in and just go down to the side. Again. I'm breathing all the air out as I contract. And 20. And then I walk round to the other side, do 20 on the other side. Tuck your elbow in nice and tight, so you're not doing any of that pulling down larky. And then 20 on this side. And 20. Voila. Now I normally like to go around this little circuit a few times, obviously getting less and less reps every time until I've had enough. And then I go finishing there. Now then, here we are for the very last thing that I do. Now by the time I normally get in there, I've done a few circuits with that. Like I say, getting less and less reps every time until I'm just about enough and done in. And now I'll come back in here just my last little finish off. Now what I normally like to do is put some music on a stereo, like some, I don't know, Run to the Hills or Number of the Beast or something by Iron Maiden or some AC/DC, which I can't do that today because of copyrights and all that shit, you know what I mean? And I'll just stand there, I put my middle fingers on my temple, and I kick myself in the elbow, trying not to do any of that. Try and keep it as upright as I can to get my knees as high as I can, like that. And I try and last a length of a song. I can never last the length of a song, but I can. But by the time I get to the end, I'm always like, I'm done in. But I'm just going to show you a few today for a little example of what I do. I just do that as long as I can, in all fairness. Which you're probably thinking a length of a song isn't easy, but trust me, 3.5 minutes or 4 minutes or whatever it is, after a minute you're struggling, plus I've done all that in advance. That's the best core workout there is, and then I haven't got to stretch. And of course it's the best cardio that you can get on yourself, I don't care what anyone says. And that's what I do for my core training. Now I know it's only a short video, but I just wanted to give you a little insight to what it is that I've done. I don't expect you to do that, but if you could take something from this workout, brilliant. And look forward to seeing you next time. Take it easy.